that people need to are more productive.
Top 3 things that really productive people do.
The question I often get is, how long should I try to focus?
Accept responsibility for the catastrophe of your life.
Do you ever think that we all have the same number of hours, but there are some people who can get so much more done in the same number of hours, and we can't even get one thing done in our day?
Yes, I run every single day.
You have to be run by ideas.
And then just work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week.
2 hours of meditation, 90 minutes to 2 hours of running.
There has to be some secret that these guys have, that they are maintaining their life, running multiple companies, maintaining their relationships, and also have amazing health. How are these people managing to do all this? The answer is focus. All the successful people have mastered focus, the short-term focus and even the long-term focus. And I'll talk about this later in the video. If you break down any problem, any plateau in any field of life, any place where you are not seeing growth or success, it can all come down to the lack of focus. Now, there are 3 pillars of focus, and if you understand these 3 pillars, there is a guarantee you will grow extremely fast in life. The first pillar is to master the short-term focus, and you can achieve this by accessing flow. Now, what is flow? Now, does this ever happen to you that you are extremely focused and immersed in an activity that you just completely forget about the outside world and the distraction, and you keep doing that thing for hours? It can be dancing, singing, working on a project, or even playing a video game. Time seems to pass extremely fast, doing that task feels effortless, and everything just happens automatically and so perfectly. This state of immense focus is called flow. Now, flow was introduced by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, also known as the father of flow psychology. But the problem is, most of us can't access flow on command. But what if we could? Our life would change, and we can get so much more done in just a few hours. To access flow on command, you need to understand the 2 pillars of flow, that is the flow blockers and the flow proneness. Now, 21st century is designed to disturb flow. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? You check your phone, and that is filled with infinite information that fries your brain and your dopamine levels, and that prevents you from achieving flow throughout the day. Now, to achieve flow, you need to remove everything that can disturb that flow state. Put your phone on airplane mode, lock your room, go pee before sitting down. Do everything possible so that you are not disturbed for the next few hours or at least 90 minutes. Researchers show that people who code can be disturbed by just one single knock on the door, and it can take them around 15 to 20 minutes to get back into flow, if they can in the first place. The second is the flow proneness. Now that you have removed all the flow blockers, but you still can't get into flow, now this happens with most people. Now, flow proneness is your capacity of your mind and body to access flow. Now, the easiest way to do that, even if you have zero focus, is to get to work immediately after waking up, within 90 seconds of opening your eyes. You heard that right, not 90 minutes, not 30 minutes, not even 5 minutes, 90 seconds. And this is the best advice you can take away from this video. And you can apply this from tomorrow, even if you have zero focus, and it doesn't matter what kind of work you have to do. Those starting few hours of the day will be the most productive for you, because they are the most productive for me. Now, this is because research scientists say that your flow proneness is highest in the morning, and also there are no distractions first thing in the morning, so no flow blockers. The second pillar of focus is consistency over intensity. Now, most people consider focus as doing a task with 100% attention. Now, that is just one part of focus, the short-term focus, which we require while doing a task. But there is another part of focus, which is the long-term focus. This is the art of focusing on a thing over a long period of time. Now, most of us, when we start something new, we put all our energy into that task and we go all in with all our intensity. But after a few days, that excitement burns out and we get bored and we stop doing that thing altogether. We don't do that thing for long enough to see some results, to see growth. And that's why you are not able to see growth and results in any field of your life. Doing a particular thing for 20-30 minutes a day for a year is way better than doing it for hours for just a month. Consistency will beat intensity every single time, and this applies to everything. It's about working out daily, it's about practicing that new habit daily, it's about learning that new skill daily. Even if it's as simple as brushing your teeth twice a day or doing your skincare routine daily, you will see results after months of doing it. Doing something daily with less intensity is easy and doesn't require much focus, but the compounding results over the years is amazing. It's like a hack in the system. You just have to pick something and do it for a duration that you can sustain doing daily, even if it's like 10 minutes. So I want you to choose that thing based on your ideal self. what do you want to become, and how you can become that. For example, if your ideal self requires 2 hours of writing daily or coding, you can start with 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you can increase that time over months and years until you can sustain that 2 hours of writing daily. This way you can stop waiting around for your ideal self to happen magically, and you can actually start bringing that into reality step by step. The third pillar of focus is less is more. Now, what most people do when they get all motivated and start working towards their ideal self is they start with everything. 5 habits, 10 hours of productive work, and this might last for maximum a week, but then they burn out and stop doing it altogether. The most amount of growth I've seen in my life is when I focused on just one thing over a long period of time. In the book Essentialism by Greg McKeown, he talks about cutting out the noise, cutting out all the meaningless or less meaningful work, and doing the things only that are extremely important and that can't be delegated. This way you can do the things that are meaningful to you and you can actually be fulfilled. Ek sadhe, sab sadhe, sab chaye. It's an ancient saying in Hindi. It basically means when you focus on multiple things, you end up with nothing. But when you focus on just one thing, you end up achieving everything. The thing I realized in life is that everything is interconnected and interlinked. You start working out, your looks improve and your health improves. When your looks improve, you start getting more attention from females and in general from people. When your health improves, you start feeling energized and you start being more productive. Suddenly you see your career, your health and your status all seem to improve. It's like a chain reaction. Now a normal person might think that you have to work on all these parts separately, and that is true partially. You have to, but not as much as you have to on that first thing. All you have to do is get one thing right and all other things will fall into place effortlessly. If you are new to this channel, my name is Akshat Agarwal, and if you like this video and want to see more videos, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.